Well, hey everybody, welcome to the week. How you guys doing? We're in the middle of a Halloween. Okay, we're in the middle of a holiday weekend here. Okay, something about Halloween, I don't know. So why'd that pop out? Sometimes stuff just comes out and I just have to let it come out. All right, so we're going to be talking about the Gemini full moon in this reading. My intention for this reading is what energy wants to come through for you. You don't have to have a Gemini moon at all. If you're like, what my experience is though, is those of you who do have some significant Gemini in your chart, this might be Gemini Sag, right? The opposite energies of Gemini Sag. You could be having some real impact from this Gemini new moon. And it's a really nice light energy compared to what we dealt with the Scorpio full moon a few weeks ago. That was some really strong energy. This is lighter. This feels more like you can collect your thoughts, like you can really set a clear intention. There's not the heaviness that went along with that full moon, which was being asked to be released anyway. So here we are in this lighter energy, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's see where we go here, what messages want to come through for this Gemini new moon, May 30th. Faraway places. Unknown territory and great adventure. Some of you finally are getting free of an experience, and the new moon is asking you to, what is the intention that you want to create now? Okay, we have gone through some heavy stuff. There's no question about that. I do feel really good about June, about the summer. I do feel there's going to be like a big separation of people. More people are going to be waking up this summer. It's going to be really powerful. For those of you who are already on the spiritual path, you've watched my channel for a long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot of gratitude for that. And I want to say that this is the time when, if you have been unclear, because we've also had Mercury in retrograde, if you have been really unclear about what's next for you, you're going to love this week. Okay? You're going to love this week. So let me do a little reading here. Any zodiac signs that show up in this reading, including Gemini and Sag, I will get Gemini and Sag no matter what, because we're in that energy right now. If you don't understand that, every single sign has an opposite or a polar opposite sign. So Gemini and Sag are opposite energies. They're compatible, but they have a different approach. Okay. So there is this thing about truth. There is this thing about uncovering belief systems and how we think about things, how we believe about things. And it is about education and knowledge and digging deep and finding out things for yourself. That's really this beautiful energy. Gemini has multiple ways of getting there, right? And Sag a little bit too. There's also a little bit of freedom that's flown in here. Flown in. Some of you are going flying, something like that. Great adventure in faraway places. Some of you are realizing that that's something that has been lost. We do have Saturn going retrograde next week. Saturn has been in Aquarius since March of 2020, since the pandemic really kicked off in earnest around the globe. And now we're feeling a different energy. We've gone through a lot of things together. And what's coming out of that, right? With Saturn going retrograde in Aquarius, it's like, what have we learned? What have we learned from this? And personally, collectively, because Aquarius is collective energy too, what have we learned and what do we want to keep? What do we want to discard? Four of Cups underneath. So like I said, any zodiac signs, including Sag and Gemini, I will look at those in the extended. I'll also look at some timing. I'll take some timing cards too, and that'll be important. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Justice card. All right, and I will finish this reading in the extended. To go deeper. Now this, I think you're noticing, all right, so whenever I do private readings with people, which I haven't done in quite a while, if we bring those back, you'll be the first to know. What I'm noticing here is there is a preponderance of pentacles. So this can be about how do you spend your time? Who are you spending your time with? This is something to take a look at. You might have over the past 2 years really cleansed yourself of patterns and people who are sort of no longer part of your energy. Okay. A lot of you have really shifted. It's been a little bit of a confusing time, the 7 of Cups, but the universe is saying to you, this is the card of the message from the universe. The universe is saying, hey, you can choose whatever you want, right? Faraway places, great adventure, but it's unknown territory. And so some of you have really pushed back on making choices because I just want to know I'm doing the right thing, or is this on my path, or I'm not sure that the universe, I'm not sure that if I'm in alignment with this, if this is really on my path, or if this is fear. There's been a lot of that conversation, and this Gemini new moon is really going to help you sort through that. Okay? Definitely going to help you sort through that. Saturn goes into retrograde, doesn't come out of retrograde until October. So over the course of this summer, we are going to, because there's this big, Pentacles are the slowest energy. So this is not just about a Gemini full moon. This is about an intention set in a Gemini new moon. And then that happens, take a look at 6 months later. That is likely when the cycle will complete. It doesn't mean that you won't get what you're manifesting for 6 months, but what you can do, and the reason you can't see, yes, you can. I have all my journals here. Well, all my journals pretty much from just the past couple of years. Okay. I go through journals like, so I'm putting them in order. And what you want to do when we have a new moon is you set a really clear intention. What are you trying to manifest? Right? This is why the universe is saying this to you right now, is your manifesting might have been a little muddy, but with Gemini and Sag, very clear. All right. This is something that feels really good to me. This is something that feels really good in terms of opening the gates, right? Opening up to the next level of what you're wanting to create. Some of you have been working really hard. All right. 8 of Pentacles, putting in the time, putting in the effort. And maybe you're feeling like, I don't know, like it's been a lot of like clean up on aisle 7. Okay. Like, all right, I've had to have fixed some things. I've had to have had some recognition about what was going on with my life. And so it took me time to get like aha moments about, what was I doing and how was I experiencing my life, and how out of alignment is that for what I want to create? What feelings have I been having? Journal them. Okay. So you can look back 6 months. You can look back on a full moon when we have the Gemini full moon back much later this year in December. November, December, I don't know. I haven't had the calendar in front of me. But 6 months from now, you'll be able to see that what you've intended right now, have you applied the feeling to it, the really powerful feeling? So set a clear intention, and then what's the feeling that would bring me when I have it? What's the feeling? Oh my God. All right. Click into the energy of having $2 million right now, or having a brand new business opening up for you, or having a new love interest, or having some great friends show up, or being able to learn something new, whatever you're manifesting right now. Really click into the energy of what it feels like when that is part of your life, because it is already, right? In the quantum level, everything is close. There's no such thing as time in quantum level. So when you're manifesting, you're basically getting into that space of no time, nothing. There's no linear 3D experience. It's like things are attracted, like attracts like, right? And it's in the moment. It's in this very moment. So if you've been putting it, this is about putting in a lot of time and effort into something, and maybe you feel like that hasn't really materialized yet. So it's like, all right, it's time for a new approach. It's absolutely time for a new approach. And you might be surprised to know that it has less about, I really want it, than letting it go to the universe. It's more about letting it go. Okay. And I think people manifest this or work on manifesting the same thing, the love of my life, over and over and over again. So you're putting all of that into the vortex, as Abraham Hicks would say. You're putting it all into the vortex. But then there's a certain amount of lack of trust because you keep manifesting it because you're not seeing it. Instead, experience it before it shows up because it needs to be attracted to you. So that's why journaling, and I'll put a little link here. I did a little video about journaling a while back. It's great to be able to have a manifesting journal and just say, okay, Gemini moon, this is what I want to manifest. This is the feeling, right? This is the feeling. And give yourself a little talisman that represents that. Okay. For me, and because I'm a Gemini moon, I've got a lot of Sag. Once you write something down, it becomes real for me. That's how my manifestation works. I make it real in my journal. My journal is the place where I dream big, where I bring in lots of these wonderful things that I want to bring in and have happened over the past, at least, the last 6 years has been pretty remarkable. I got to tell you. And I really do owe a lot of it to understanding how manifesting works. Because the minute you distrust the universe, like, oh, that'll never happen. Well, that's your mantra. That'll never happen. So if you do that, if you go there, that's what's inhibiting the manifesting. Not that the manifesting is somehow faulty or something like that. You're just being like, I don't want to get hurt. So I'm going to protect myself by saying, I really want to manifest this. But then there's this little voice inside me that says, oh, don't put it all out there. You're going to get disappointed. And so that's a lack of trust in the universe. So if you have that experience, that's the thing to work on, especially in this Gemini. Just give yourself a break. Just give yourself a little gifty. And that little gifty is sending it off to the universe and knowing that it's going to show up. And a lot of times I'll do a prayer of gratitude. I'll do some kind of shifting into that energy of joy and happiness and fulfillment. And I've got, passion and mission and all of that kind of stuff, shifting into that energy. And you've written it down, you've let it go to the universe, and that's when things show up. And if you journal them, look back 6 months, see what you were journaling about 6 months ago, see what you were manifesting 6 months ago. If you're not, you don't have to be a huge writer, journaler, or anything like that to keep a journal of manifesting. So Page of Wands to me is kind of like a writer. This is like the energy of fresh ideas. All right. The passion. She's got the Ace of Wands in her hand. She's a young woman, whole life ahead of her, that kind of thing, that kind of fresh perspective on things. And just clear yourself of any kind of this, I don't know, this cycle of lack, this cycle of not sure. Just clear yourself of that, because recently in the past, you have become balanced. This is the Libra energy of justice. And some of you are really learning how to align yourself with this great adventure or with this unknown territory. It is a risk. Love is a risk. Manifesting is a risk. And the more you get to understand what manifesting is, the less of a risk you think it is. Because you are more powerful than you know. And that's getting yourself to believe that. That's why most of the time when I'm teaching manifesting or anything like that, we are going to be doing a spiritual blueprint class this month. We are going to be doing an activating your mission class. And all of those classes have a piece of them that talk about manifesting, that talk about how to do this. And when you feel like, I really want to learn how to do this, start with something that doesn't matter to you so much. Like getting chocolate pudding. Chocolate pudding at lunch, getting, some kind of little surprise during the day that is going to be delightful. You could, this is why people hope for parking space or manifest parking spaces and manifest, phone calls from people and stuff like that. It's a confidence builder. And I am shocked at how much self-confidence plays a role in manifestation. Shocked. The less self-confidence you have, the less capable, the less the manifesting capability has to grow, the less it has some life, because you're just always second guessing it. You're always second guessing yourself. Self-confidence is the core of manifesting. It's a trust thing. And so if you have a lower level of your own self-confidence around your ability to manifest, that's why it doesn't happen. Okay, so I like that there's been balance here, or I like that there is balance here, because all of these cards are balanced. Even though this one is kind of like an indecisive balance, there's still balance here. So Justice and Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is the power of give and take with the universe, the power of I give and I get back. I don't give to get back. I give because that's my mission. I give because it's needed. I give because it's something that I want to do, and I am fulfilled and I'm full up without it. Like I don't need, right? I'm just allowing for my fortunate manifesting capabilities to be paid forward. I'm paying it forward. It'll come back to you double. It'll come back to you double. Give that a shot. That's a great thing to manifest, is I'm bringing elements in. I'm bringing opportunities in. I'm bringing all of these things in because I know that I'm here to do X, Y, and Z. I know, and that has to be supported. The first lesson in being on your spiritual blueprint path is being able to manifest, being able to activate that manifestation capability. We're going to talk about that in that class. All right, so I'm going to continue on here. I'm going to keep going deeper into this. Libra, I see Libra. I'm going to look at Libra, Gemini, and Sag. There may be some special messages for you guys there. And let's continue on. If you're looking for that class, there's a link below in all of our Teachable listings. You can see that link in the description box. And also I'm going to continue on. So if you want to continue on with me, there's a link below for this extended reading too. All right. Link is below for you. See you over there.